Good afternoon, welcome to my channel. I'm Sunshiny Day and this is Tarot by Sunshiny Day. So I haven't been around in a minute. I like to try to at least post one or two videos a month, but I've been so busy with my family and my full-time job that I just haven't been around. And so I was eager to get on here on my day off. I had an extra day off and share with you some of the new tarot cards I have acquired, and I have quite the collection and I like to share them. So I don't know if you've seen the video that I did on this deck. It's the Golden Venetian Lenormand, and it's a company puts it out. It's called Tarotmania, and I think they're out of Switzerland. And the owner, I think the main creator and owner is Eugene Vinitski. And then he also has this other person, Elsa Kapinavotsky. She's on a lot of his cards. And then he also has, I think her name's Ina Vinitski. I don't know, what kind of relation Ina is to Eugene, but she also is on some of his cards. But this was my first one that I got. And I recently acquired two other decks by his company. And the first one I'm going to show you is the Inner Garden Oracle by Ina. Well, that says Eugene and Ina Vinitski. And of course, they always have this certificate of authenticity, which I think is cool. And this is copy 305, and I don't know how many copies were made, but this is copy number 305. And so the box is just a plain box, and inside the cards it's actually a botanical oracle, and so it has a flower and then also a crystal or a gem that goes with each flower. And I just fell in love with it because I love flowers. And so here's the back of it. And then I'll just go through the flowers really quick. It has a short motivational sentence, and then up here it has one word. It goes along with the flower and the gem. So it's motivation, love, wholeness. I hope you can see that. I'm going to turn another light on. It's so dark in here. Hope that's better. I think that's better. Wholeness, surrender, justice, development. And I just think these are really cool for, like, if you're like in a mood, or you don't know how your day's going to go, or you have a situation going on and you want to see how it might go through the day. You can just pick one or two of these in the morning, or just to have inspiration for your day. Self-mastery, discernment, self-worth, discipline, serenity, stability, protection, focus, foundation, harmony, hope, vision, support, influence, warmth, wisdom, joy, clarity, life force, intuition, self-care, rebirth, courage, abundance, protection, prosperity, transformation, contribution, precision, personal power, persistence, strength, compassion, confidence, comfort, patience, success, and manifestation. So it's just a cute little deck, botanical deck. And again, it's the name of it is Inner Garden Oracle by Eugene Vinitski, and by Tarotmania. That's the name of the company. And you can go on Tarotmania, just Google Tarotmania, or go to their Facebook page. It's Tarotmania. And Eugene is, I think he's the creator of the Facebook page. And, you know, he's the moderator of the Facebook page. And he has all of his cards on there as well. And hold on just for another second, because it's a little stuffy in here. Now, I don't want you all to get too upset, but I live in Florida, and it's, what's today's date? November 14th. And right now, I think it's 81 degrees outside, but it's a little muggy because it hasn't rained in a long time. So I have the air conditioner on in November. But anyways, I hope wherever you are, you guys are staying warm. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to just pull out a couple of these, because like tomorrow I have to go back to work, you know. So I want to see what's in store for me. So let me pick out two of these to see, Spirit Guides, how is it going to go for the rest of the week at my job? Yes, yes. Please show me how it's going to go. So 1 and 2. Let's see what it says. I got harmony. The time is right to make new friends. And also I got compassion. Take care of yourself first and then help others. Okay, so sometimes I put my job, you know, sometimes our careers consume us, and that can happen to me too. So I guess I got to remember that, to leave at 5 o'clock, because the job will still get done the next day. And to take time for myself and making new friends. I mean, you can always make new friends at work, right? Maybe I need to expand my friendship at work, but I'm not real social at work, so that might be something it's trying to tell me. So those are nice. So, you know, so they're just quick, cute little messages, and I fell in love with them, so I had to have them. And I think this little deck is like $30. It's not very much money. So that's one by Tarotmania. Now, this one by Tarotmania, I feel like it's a really special deck. It's called Tarot of the Forgotten Chapel by Eugene Vinitski and Elsa Kapanovsky. And they work together a lot, like I said. And then, you know, this one also has the Certificate of Authenticity. And this is copy number 272, and out of how many ever they made. I don't know how many they made. So, but I think this deck is real special. And just really quick, I want to tell you the story of it. It's a woman in America, and her name was, where is it? Mary Shiletto. An American woman named Mary Shiletto. She lost a loved one, and I guess she was having a time about it, so she decided to travel Europe. And while she was there, she fell in love with the mountains in France known as the Chalive Mountains. And she just had this overwhelming feeling about the mountains, and so she wanted to settle there. And when she did, she met this man, Hassan Dinah. So this is Mary, and this is Hassan. And so she ended up marrying Hassan, and they both love metaphysical and mystics. And they settled here at the Chalive Mountains, and they built a chapel and it's known as the Avenires, and it's a real place. It's located in the mountains of Salive. And so I guess the chapel is a chateau, a hotel, and it has a chapel on the grounds, or I don't know if it's attached to the hotel or if it's on the grounds, but these 4 people together built this place, and it was Dr. Gerard and Oswald Worth, and then Mary and her husband Asan. And I guess in one of the chapel rooms they have mosaics of tarot of the major arcana. And so I just can't imagine going into a chapel or a church like building and seeing these. And the artwork is supposed to be just beautiful. And so this is on my bucket list to go to this place. And so I fell in love with the whole idea, the whole story, and I had to have the cards. And just a little bit more about this. Dr. Gerard, let me see, what did I write here? Dr. Gerard was a French doctor. He's a hypnotist and occultist, and he's the founder of Martinist, also known as Christian mysticism. And so, I mean, you can go down a rabbit hole researching all this stuff and all these people, and there was, such an interesting life that they led. And then Dr. Gerard here, Oswald Worth, he's also an occultist, he's an artist, and many of his designs for tarot cards followed the Marsalis, the 22 major arcana deck. And so the 4 of them together built this chateau and this chapel, the Chapel of the Avenires, and it's also known as the Forgotten Chapel, or that's what the Eugene Vinitski calls it. So I had to look it up, and I want to tell you, I got a lot of my information on a blog by Mary Greers. She's an author, and she has a blog, and she's also on Facebook. She's everywhere. She's on Facebook, Instagram, but she's also a very interesting person. And I think she just got an award for Tarot Reader of the Year or something like that in the world. So she's a very interesting person. So look her up. It's Mary K. Greers, and that's Grees, and you probably already know about her. So that's that. Okay, so that's the story of it, and I just want to go through these beautiful cards. And there's 2 extra cards. There's the 22 major arcana cards, and then there's 2 other cards. And there's no guidebook with this, and there's no guidebook with the other one I just presented. The other one came with a PDF guidebook, and this one did not have a guidebook, but it's the major arcana, so you can imagine. And then on the back it says the Tarot of the Forgotten Chapel, and then it says you can see a set of 22 major arcana cards with 2 additional cards, and it's inspired by the mosaics of the Chapel of the Avenires, region of southeastern France, and that's in the mountain of the Salives. And it was built in 1917 by Mary Chiletto and Asan Dina. Asan Dina was an Indian of Pakistan origin, and the owners, both Mary and Asan, showed immense interest in the occult, especially in tarot cards. And as the story goes, they fell in love and got married and built this place. And then also Oswald and Dr. Gerard, they also were very interested in the occult, and so they all got together. They based it on the imagery from the Tarot of the Marsalis deck, but also distinctively inspired the Bohemian Tarot and works of Dr. Pappas, that's Gerard, who was a friend of the castle's owners. And so, I mean, it's on my bucket list. You guys should look it up. It's really beautiful. And then, okay, so the two additional cards are based on the Indian God, the Indian God. I know it says it in here somewhere. Creators teaching a point from the main world energies like the grain of universum or the Brahma's universal cosmic egg. Anyways, there's one of the extra cards is the Egyptian Thoth, the Egyptian god Thoth, and the other one is the Brahmin god of India. So those are two extra cards in there, and they're also located on the walls of the Chapel of the Avenires at the chateau in the mountains of France. So, you know, most people, I guess, they want to go see the Eiffel Tower and all the romantic downtown, which I'm sure it is the city of whatever city that is. What city is it? The Eiffel Tower is, I'm not even sure because I don't have a great interest in seeing stuff like that. I'd rather see stuff like this. So these cards are not in order, but there's the Justice card, and if you can see it, it has, you know, it's built out of mosaic, and I just love mosaic art. So, and then it has a lot of symbols on it too, down here, and on every card they all have different symbols. And this is the Wheel of Fortune. This is Strength. Now, I'm sure that Mr. Vinitski has been to this chapel before, and I don't know how he did this, if he took pictures, and I don't know if he had to have permission to do this or not. Death. Temperance. The Devil. The Tarot. The Star. The Moon. I wish they had like a retreat there or something, you know, a tarot retreat where you could go and stay and learn about the chapel and all, and have tarot readings and maybe hikes and whatnot. Wouldn't that be nice? I'm going to look it up and see if they do. The Sun. I'm sure it's expensive, but it might be well worth it. Oh, this is the Brahmin god of India. So I'll leave that out for a minute. The World. And then this is the Egyptian god known as Thoth. Those are two extra cards that are mosaics on the chapel. Judgment. The Fool. I always think this rendition of the Fool is interesting because the dog, instead of it being white, it's black or gray. And he's actually biting his owner, because I think he's like really desperate to make his owner understand where he's going. You know what I mean? Like, dude, you do not want to do that. And then I guess he's a plumber because he's got his pants are down. He's sagging. Which one is this? The Magician. The Empress. High Priestess. Yep, that's right. The Hangman. And this bird man here, he's on a few of these cards. The Emperor. The Hermit. The Hierophant. The Lovers. And the Chariot. So there you have it. And the Egyptian god Thoth and the Indian god Brahma. So there you have it. This is called the Tarot of the Forgotten Chapel, and it's actually a real place, a real chapel in a chateau in the mountains of France. And if you get the chance, at least just look up the story, because just even the stories is interesting. And this is another deck I got by Eugene Vinitski, and their company's called Tarotmania. So far I got the Chapel of the Forgotten, the Tarot of the Forgotten Chapel. I've got the Inner Oracle by Ina Novinsky. Ina, or Ina, it's I-N-N-A, so either way, Vinitsky. And then I also have the Golden Venetian Lenormand by the Vinitskis. And then I also have another one, but I don't have time to show it to you today, but I will give you a little look. It's the Travel Pocket Oracle, and it's another adventurous deck, and it's got a story behind it too. So stay tuned for that. And I'm glad you guys joined me, and please like and subscribe and share if you will. And to all my tarot loving friends, peace out. Have a great day.